go through the ingredients of what you're going to need in order to make this. Start with a can of chickpeas. We're going to drain and rinse those. 1 potato, we're going to dice that. 2 carrots, we're going to dice those. Half of a red onion, we're going to dice that too, pretty fine. The spices we're going to need is a half a teaspoon each of cayenne pepper, paprika, ginger, and cumin. You can use a little bit more of the cayenne pepper if you like, depends on your taste. Also, a tablespoon of tomato paste. So I'm going to get busy, drain and rinse my chickpeas, dice my vegetables, and then we'll get cooking. Okay, so now we've cut all our vegetables, we drained and rinsed our chickpeas, we measured out our spices, and we measured out our tomato paste. First thing we do is we're going to hit medium-low heat here on our pot, and we're going to add about a tablespoon of olive oil. And let that warm up a little bit. It's warmed up a little bit. Now we're going to add our red onions. Stir that around a little bit. Set your timer for 5 minutes. Cover. Okay, so it's been 5 minutes. You can see how the onions look. They're cooked down pretty well. You do not want to brown them. So give them a stir a little bit. All right, so now we can put that down. Next step is to add the potato and the carrot. And you can see we cut the potato and the carrot pretty small dices here. That's so that they cook uniformly. So these go right in. Okay. And watch your heat on this. Like I said, you don't want to brown anything. A nice good stir. All right, so what we're going to do, now we're going to cook this another 10 minutes. Okay. Okay, so it's been 10 minutes. The potatoes and the carrots have been cooking. You want to make sure you stir this a little bit while it's doing this 10 minutes of cooking because you don't want it to stick at the bottom. At this point of this recipe, pretty much going to add everything else. Chickpeas go in. Spices go in. I added a little bit of extra cayenne pepper because that's what I like. And then we have a tablespoon of tomato paste. The reason why I like this recipe is because when it cooks the chickpeas down, it makes them real tender. Chickpeas have a tendency to be grainy when you cook them, and they're not very good that way. You want to add another. You want to add like a half a cup of water here. We stir. Once you get all this stirred up and mixed up, that looks good. You're going to cook it another 30 minutes. It's going to make everything nice and tender, but everything's still going to have enough bite that it's not going to be too mushy. When you're cooking it, you still want to stir it a little bit and check it. It may need a little bit more water, but you feel that as you go. So I'm going to actually put a little bit more water in here. So I added pretty much almost a cup of water. Mix that in. We're going to set our timer for 30 minutes now. All right, we'll see you in 30 minutes. Okay, so we're stirring it and we're cooking it, and it looks like it's starting to get a little bit dry. So we're going to add another, half a cup of water here. And we're on a really low simmer, so we're not frying it, we're not killing it with the heat. We're just letting it just kind of do its thing here. So it's a nice low simmer, And you want to have a little juice here. You want to have a little sauce. So, all right, we're going to let it go for another 12 minutes or so. Okay, it's been 30 minutes. We've added a little water, another probably half a cup. You want to keep stirring it. And you want to double check and make sure all your vegetables are tender, your potatoes and your carrot. If they're not, give it another 5 minutes, 10 minutes maybe. But this is ready. This is ready. So now what we're going to do is we're going to show you how we serve it. Okay, so it's done cooking now. We added a little bit of extra water. Everything's nice and tender, and that's what it looks like. And we're going to just serve it in a bowl. So it's got the consistency of a stew. Like I said, everything's tender. The chickpeas, they're tender. And I like to serve it when we serve it. You can make some rice if you like. But we, at our local grocery store, have these cute little naan breads that you can put in the toaster, and we have some dipping sauces that we can enjoy with the naan breads. Pepper jelly, we've got sesame teriyaki looking Asian kind of thing, and we've got a tahini sauce here that I made. That goes with the naan bread. The chickpea wat is like a stew, and that's how we serve it. Hope you enjoy it.